Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Facebook. Good afternoon, IG. How is everybody doing out there today? How are you guys doing? Hello. So, hi guys. Today is Thursday afternoon. Here is this is our day we get to do our Q&A. We got something very important we're gonna discuss today. Hi, Simone. Thanks for tuning in. So yes, guys, today is Thursday afternoon. This is our question and answer day today. We're gonna discuss some business information that is super important to everybody out there, because you know we are living in different times. There's a pandemic going on, and we're all running these businesses, and we want to make sure that, of course, we stay in business. We stay on top of all our business operations so we can stay successful during these times. Okay. So today we're going to discuss different ways that we can adapt our business to the pandemic, okay? Different ways to adapt our business to the pandemic, because, of course, we want to make sure that at the end of the day, you know, we're still standing strong, right? So, hi, Dale. Hi, Dale. Hi, Dale. So, yes, guys, this is Elaine Proby. I'm Elaine Proby, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and I'm here to bring you your Thursday weekly update on your business operation and how we can remain successful. The whole course of action here is to stay in business and to be you know, as successful as we can be now, because the stronger we are now, the better we'll be in the future. And if we can survive these times, of course, the rest of the road is not going to be that difficult, right? Because doing business in a pandemic, doing business in a downturn, doing business in a bad economy, and surviving mean that you have put a lot of practices in place to allow you to make it to the next level, and therefore the rest of the road is not going to be that difficult. All right? Okay. So today we're going to talk about ways that we can adapt our business to the pandemic. And again, here, Elaine Proby from PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, CEO. We're operating a financial service business here in Los Angeles for over 35 years. And of course, the idea is stay in business, all right? Let's talk about some ways that you can adapt your business to the pandemic, because what we did before is not what we necessarily can do now and still, you know, remain successful. So we do have to change the way we're doing business. And to do that, you know, some of us were maybe a little bit more prepared, and some of us were not, and some of us need to now make some shift. So we're going to talk about three ways that we can adapt. You can adapt your business for the pandemic, and so we'll discuss those. So if you guys want to make notes of these, and then of course I'm going to do question and answer. We're going to do it at the end of this discussion. Then I want to see you guys put your questions up there, and then I'll answer them at the end of the discussion, right? So let's start with the first way. Number one, how to adapt your business to the pandemic. And the first way that I want to discuss today, of course there's many ways, but these are the key and most important. The first one is, first of all, most of the businesses, you got to move your operation online, right? It doesn't matter if it's a service-based business or a product-based business, guys. You've got to move your operation online. You know, oftentimes we start a business and we create a website page and we said, of course, you know, how many times do you see the website says, website coming soon, website coming soon, website coming soon? So you're never in a hurry to actually get the website up and going because you're busy running the operation, and then you have someone building the website. But no, now you immediately, if you haven't already, and if you were already online, you really need to expand on that website. You need to move your operation online so that people can have more options to do business with you. Okay, so this is the first way. Number one, you got to move your operations online. Now, if you are a service-based business, so if you're a service-based business, taking your operation online, putting what your service is there, and let people find out what you do, and you know they can of course contact you and you know get the services they need. Now, if you are selling a product, that's easy too, because of course you got a website online, and you know instead of having your storefront now, You no longer are able to service your people as much as you did before. People can't just walk in the store and start walking around and looking at stuff. So you got to move all of your product. You have to take that business online. There's a different type of website, of course, you got to set up for that, because people have to be able to purchase, your product. So you now have to set up a whole store online. You have to set up a whole store online. And some of us that are used to selling out of a storefront, never relied too much on online sales. We never did rely too much on online sales. But now, of course, the storefront is going to be, of course, they're minimal right now, right? They're going to be minimal. A lot of storefronts are closed. You got the big old sign closed. But you don't want to stop doing business. So you set up your store online. You make sure that people can order their merchandise online. You have to have efficient delivery service and making sure that all that stuff still get to the client on time, as if though they moved in, walked into the store. And if you notice, guys, online, there's a lot of opportunity for free shipping. There are, same-day delivery. There's next-day delivery. There's all these delivery times that the client, your customers really want to know, how fast can I get my product? Because it's COVID, I don't want to wait forever. We have a pandemic. I don't want to wait forever. So you got to expedite. Set up online. You got to expedite if you have a product that you need to get out to your clients. Okay, so that's the first way that you have to adapt online. So make sure everything is set up in order for you to deliver your product to your customer in a timely manner. And this way you can keep them coming back, because then that's efficiency. That's what they want. They want efficiency. Okay, so that is one of the first way to adapt to the pandemic. Now, I just want to add this. The product base is fine, but what about food service? What if you have a food service business, right? If you have a restaurant and you're providing food. Now, there are different ways that you can do this. Of course, people will call and they'll order, and then you have these quick delivery of foods. But there are other ways that you can deliver your food service business to customers online in a whole different fashion. Now, guys, think about this. Some people might want to have cooked food already delivered. Other people might want to be able to cook the food themselves, right? So, there's a lot of businesses out there that can provide you with a whole meal package, right? The whole meal package. They can send you that fresh food on a daily basis. Then you can do minimal preparation yourself. So you have got to adapt, okay? Adapt your business to what's going on, to the pandemic, so that you can remain in business and you can service more customers, okay? So that's the online process, all right? So you guys make notes of that. So if you have any question regarding this, we'll come back and do the questions. All right, so how you doing? Say hi, oh little Belize. Yes, how you doing? How you doing? Hi, Christian. How you guys for jumping on? How you guys? Let's go on to the second reason and way that you can adapt to your business, to the pandemic, and have your business running, okay, smoothly. Number 2. Now, you have to have your employees. Now, most of the businesses are closed. A lot of the employees have to work remotely, right? Remote working, adapting your business online, remote working. So to be able to achieve remote working, you guys, a lot of businesses may not have had things set up for everyone to be able to work remotely. To do that, you have to change your systems. You have to make sure that you have, remote access to the servers. You have to make sure that equipment are updated. You have to make sure software is updated, so that your employees can access the necessary data that they need to function, right? So a lot of us weren't prepared to do this. A lot of us weren't prepared to do this, to operate in this fashion. I have to say, luckily, for my business, we were already on a path of working remotely prior to COVID. And so, of course, we had set up some systems in place. We had, new equipment, servers and things like that, so everyone can access data, and just making sure that the website, we had our website set up so we can upload documents to a secure server and all this other stuff. This was in place. So if you guys didn't do this before, and you haven't had it set up, and even now, if you're not set up, you'll have to adapt. Your business must adapt so that your client can still get the information to you. You can efficiently and effectively service them and get information to and from the client, and then your employees are working remotely so they can all access the data that they need so you can service the client. Okay, so that is number two to adapt your business to the pandemic. Okay, so is working remotely. All right, so and then another thing, working remotely, what you can do as well is have your employees. You may have to they may have to work on shift, because when you are working remotely, sometimes everyone can't access at the same times. So what do is you have flexible work arrangement with your employees. Flexible work arrangement. They may work on shift. You may have some people working at the certain times, some people working at certain days, so you just have to work it to where everyone can have access, everyone can work effectively, and and you can service your clients efficiently. Okay, all right. So we're gonna do questions at the end, you guys, so save your questions. So make sure that you guys can put them up here at the end, and then I'll go back and answer those questions. So you guys, for those of you who just jump in, today we're talking about 3 ways to adapt your business to the pandemic. And I had expressed the first way, and I just discussed the second way. And for you guys who have just came on, I am Elaine PROBY'S, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting here in Los Angeles, a financial service business. And I'm going to recap way number 2 and number 1 and number 2 before I get into number 3, because I don't want you guys to miss any of this. Okay, so for those people who just came in, the first way to adapt your business to the pandemic, we're talking about moving your operations online. We're talking about moving your operations online. So if you weren't servicing or selling online, you have to move your operations online, okay? And then not only that, to moving the operations online, guys, keep in mind that now you are worldwide as opposed to a storefront, for instance, that's just local, okay? So that's way number 1. And the second way is working remotely. And by doing so, having your systems, having all of your IT operation, and being able to have your employees access your database. Okay, so you have to set up new systems, new operational equipment, so that the employees can access the database. Thank you, Tuco. Hey guys, all right. So let's move on through the number three. Way to adapt your business to the pandemic, okay? Number 3, you have to strengthen your customers and your clientele. You have to strengthen the connection. You have to strengthen the relationship. You have to stay in tune and connected, right? You have to stay connected to your customers. You have to stay connected to your database. And you have to do this most effectively is through social media. So for those of us who weren't on social media as much, okay, now is the time. This is adapting your business to the pandemic. Social media, because you gotta have now a direct connect to your customer base, a direct connect to your client base, okay? And this way, by doing this, by having a direct connection, right, your customers, your client, are now more informed. You got to keep them informed. And by you being on social media, by doing so, you have a direct connection. They can clearly get online and see what's going on. You can let them know that, for instance, let's say you have a delivery system, you can get online and make a connection with the client and let them know how your process is going, how things are working, keep them updated, let them know that you are doing things according to, especially if it's food, you're doing things according to what the rules and regulations are, you're being safe. You have to inform them. You have to dialogue, right? You have to dialogue, because people want to know that you know that you're doing the right thing, for them to trust and continue to do business with you, okay? So there you are, the third things, guys. You got to strengthen your customers and your client connection by doing so on social media, which is the most popular way to get in touch with them. Okay, of course you can send out emails, you can of course there's so many clients, so phone calls wouldn't work, but emails is another direct way to do so, because everyone is not on social media. Between your email, between informing the clients, between keeping them up to date with what you're doing, up to date with how you are functioning, up to date with any new processes that you are putting in line to help them, let them know that you care about their well-being, that you're making every effort to service them, and they understand what you're doing, and you stay connected. Okay? All right, Dre. Thanks for jumping on. Okay, guys, so for those of you who just jumped on, and some people who just got on here, what we're talking about today again is 3 ways to adapt your business to the pandemic, right? 3 ways. And I'm going to recap those 3 ways, because I want to leave you guys with a little time to ask some questions. So let's start with number one. Number 1 is moving your operations online. Okay, move your operations online. If you were already online, strengthen your operation online, okay? Don't just have a website sitting there with very little activity going on. Strengthen your operations online, okay? Number 2 is remote working. You have to encourage remote working, and you have to make sure that your employees have access to the tools, to the information, to the data, and everything that they need to be effective. You have to make sure that they can work efficiently, okay? You have to update your IT. So remote working, that's the next way that you have to operate in a pandemic. That's what you got to adapt to, okay? So if you're not doing that, you need to get that in place now, right? All right. Hi, Felicia. Thanks for jumping on. Okay. And then the third way, number 3, guys, number 3 is strengthen your customer relationship, strengthen your customer connection, strengthen all your clientele. Okay. If it's a service business, your clients. If it's a sales business, your customers. And just stay in contact with them. Strengthen this stuff be via social media or email. You may, if you're into sales of products, if you're into food product sales, they have to know what you're doing. You may have to, let them know that you care, let them know that you are considerate of what's going on, and, offer them any type of special. They need to know this stuff. They need to know this. And if you're not connecting with them, they'll never know this, okay? So you have to strengthen your customer and your client connection, and you have to make sure that they are fully aware that what their needs are, and what all the circumstances are. You're trying to make sure that they stay safe and they still get the same product or service that they normally get, even with us not being in a pandemic, okay? So guys, so those are 3 ways that you can adapt your business, and I think that those are the top 3 ways. Basically for my business, that's what we did. We've actually strengthened that. We've actually redo a website. We actually set up the working remotely, and, just upgrade all the stuff. And you have to do that to stay in business. And basically, if you adapt to all those, your business will remain, intact and work, and operationally will be very smooth. Your customers and your client will be very satisfied. And you can, of course, get their opinion, find out what they think. All right, so let's see. Where's one thing you did to adapt your business to the pandemic? Okay. Nice answer. Okay, great. Yeah. So, the question is what I did to adapt my business to the pandemic. And, earlier I had mentioned the fact that we had set up new systems, and what we did was we improved the website, so you can go on there and you can get different, what our services are. We're able to make sure that you can choose the service that you need. You can actually get consultation online. You can pay for the services you need online, and transferring information back and forth to our office. Of course, on our website we have instituted a portal, or secure portal. You can upload information to us, and everything is done remotely. And this is super, because I never thought that in the business that I'm in, over all these years, over 35 years, with having people at my desk on a regular basis, that we can even not have a client in-house and still function. So this was, because when I thought that I couldn't see a client across from the desk, I thought that was just the end. But everything transitions so quickly and so easy, and the clients love it, and I do too, right? And nothing stopped. We just keep working. All right. So any other questions, you guys? Now you can do the questions. Since I gave you guys the 3 reasons that you need to do to adapt your business to the pandemic, you guys can ask questions now if you need any clarity on any of this stuff. Let's see. How do you like changes you had to make? Yeah. So how do I like the changes I've had to make? Yeah, the changes are super, guys. The changes are super. As a matter of fact, like I said, the client loved it, and I do too. It seems like we get a lot more done, and I think more of my clients, they get more free consultation than even when they come into the office. And because we interact on the phone, and they're able to do everything. They can't even believe it. They're able to do everything remotely. You send your information, you get your taxes done, you DocuSign, everything is e-file, direct deposit, or accounting clients get information online. And so I super love it. I love it so much that I didn't even think that I could have transitioned that quickly. And let me tell you, when you're used to doing things a certain way, and all of a sudden you got to change, you know what I mean? It's like you're going through, oh my God, how is this going to work? But it's really super. You guys are going to love it. So, and that's what we have to do now anyway, right? Okay, so any other questions out there? Any other questions out there? Okay, so now is when we get the question and answer in, you guys. Let me just quickly recap the 3 ways. Again, if you guys have any question regarding it, moving your operations online. If you have any questions regarding moving your operations online, put that at the bottom. Working remotely. Working remotely is a second. Number 2 is working remotely. And number 3 is strengthening your customer and your clientele relationship. The connection between you and them has to be stronger. They have to be strong. They have to know you're there. And you have to make yourself available to be able to respond to them, and, so that they can feel that comfort and that level of security and the level of care that they know that you provide, even when you're on a face-to-face basis, okay? All right, so any questions out here, you guys? If you want to put them on the screen, I'll come back through here and answer those questions. And then if not, you guys give us a call at the office at 323-290-9034. That's 323-290-9034. PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, guys. You can give us a call if you have any more questions. You can get some free consultation as well. We have 15 minutes free consultation. And then go to our website. Go to probiztax.com. Visit us there, see our services. If you need any of our services, again, like I said, there is a secure portal. You can upload information to us. We will respond to you guys efficiently, because that's what we have set up for. Let's see, change working to new clients. How to change is working for new clients. How to change work for new clients. The changes work for new clients. As a matter of fact, the thing about it is, a lot of our new clients, sometimes they may want to see a face-to-face because they're not familiar. But there's a few clients who have asked for Zoom, you guys, just so that we can, get familiar with each other. Some clients ask for Zoom. Outside of that, most of them are just really super comfortable because, again, we stay connected, we stay informed, and a lot of them are super comfortable with it. And it's working great. It's working really great for the new clients, guys. And everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. It's like, you don't have to come in. I don't have to come in. Everybody loved it. All right. Family asking if you know anything about the stimulus check. Okay. All right. We're going to answer that in a minute. Maria, I just want to make sure that everyone gets it as far as the 3 ways to adapt your business to the pandemic. Okay. You guys got it? And I'll answer Maria's question regarding the stimulus check, you guys, and then I'm going to sign off. I super love the way that my business is operating remotely. I never thought in all these years that I would be comfortable with that. Okay, and just on a quick note, the first week we had to work remotely. My calendar was filled with clients coming in the office, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And so I said, I can't not go to the office. I've got all these people coming in to see me. What am I going to do? I'm so used to having them come in. We're so used to having a great conversation face to face. Everybody's always happy and, and look forward to the meeting. And, once I had to make that shift and the clients realized that this is how we got to do business, it all worked out. Everybody was really happy. Okay. So you guys, I want to answer this question quickly for Maria. She's asking about the stimulus check, quickly, that bill is, still in works. I think Friday they claimed that there's going to be something about the stimulus check, and they're going to be, a little bit more definite about how this is going to go, when this is going to go out. The deal is they claim that it's still coming. They will do a stimulus check. I think that's the good news, and they're still working that out. So on Friday, I think they said they'll have an answer to that. Okay. All right. So that's it. Once again, I'm Elaine Proby, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. And you guys, we own and operate a financial service business here in Los Angeles for over 35 years. You guys can visit our website for more services that we provide. And we're here to help you in whatever your business needs are. Okay. See you guys later. See you on the next live. Bye-bye.